Good morning. At first, I want to introduce our company, Annual Professional Business from Latvia, a life for all seasons company. I very pleased present Mr. Irons, business managers from Latvia's company in Tasman, and we also have Mr. Willis, our business managers.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Here's my name card.
Yeah, thank you. And this is my name card.
Okay, thank you.
Besides, we also have Mrs. Nana Nguyen. She is our tourist concerns.
From outside the Latvian community, I would like to introduce to you my two assistants. And this is actually my vice manager. And this is Miss Yang Si, my solicitor. Okay, and they are my assistants today.
So we all have agreed on the most basic things in our deal, such as the description of goods, the delivery time expected. However, it still exists many unresolved problems yet to discuss, such as payment methods, shipping methods, and some of the terms in the contract in details. And now is the time for two sides to express their views with in-depth discussion to the partners.
Secondary, we're going to talk about the method of transportation.
So about the method of transportation, we're going to choose FAS. So with delivery alongside with the ship. So we don't have any responsibilities for the good anymore.
About outside, we choose the method of transportation is FOB because the feature of our goods here is the light, so it's very fragile. So it's very high risk for us if we choose FAS.
But as you know, our company, when we select FAS, we have to pay the extra custom fee, the extra tax, as well as the rental car fee, the labor fee. It's very many things we have to pay.
And we have to pay for custom entry fees, chartering shipping fees, chartering from ship to European ports, and moving goods from port to warehouse too.
Chartering ship fees, chartering from ship to European ports, moving goods from port to warehouse. These three charges can be used as a reason that we must have the responsibility for. I think this is a responsibility of your company to do with your own ship partner.
Okay, in this instruction, I think that I need to remind you about the purpose of the negotiation. Because when we come to a negotiation, I think that we should consider both the benefits of both sides. So what you just said just show that you also lack of cooperation. So that if you just keep that attitude, I don't think that we can continue this negotiation anymore.
I think both work needs a little time to have a private discussions.
Okay, take your time. To help you relax as well as come to conclusion easily, actually before getting into negotiation, we have considered both about the benefits as well as the loss of both sides. So I think that FOB is the best. Is most suitable option for both of us.
In relation, when we're talking about the benefits of both sides, at first we really appreciate that you are here today for the negotiating. And to be honest, that at first we choose FCA, but then when we think also just like you, we think about the benefits of the both sides, so we choose FAS. But okay, so we will agree with the FOB method of transportation with the requirement that the goods can be tested when it's already transporting to the board, and also that on the day that we agree to receive the goods, if the buyer doesn't appear to receive the goods, so you must have the responsibility to prosecute 5% of the whole contract value.
5% of the total contract value?
Yes.
I see this is very clean and satisfied, so we have nothing to consider about this.
So I also think that the conclusion should be FOB.
Okay, so we totally agree with FOB.
First of all, we're going to talk about the methods of payment.
About the methods of payment, all of us have agreed with the LC. LC is in the letter of credit. Payment terms we need to discuss in detail.
Our company have some proposal for you. The first thing is according to request from your company, Latvian company. So we gonna ship the we want to make the shipment before October 17. So we decide to ship that on October 15. So for your side, you have to issue the credit of the letter of credit on the day of 12th of October.
So about the time of credit insurance, we must get back to the day, which is on October 14, because it's prior to the day of delivery, one day. So because we need time and effort to send the money to the bank.
It's not reasonable because if you intend to purchase our products, you must be prepared for our money already. And so you can't use those reasons for backing days of credit insurance. October 14th is just one day before the day of shipment. We have to receive the letter of credit to ensure that the goods are paid. And we suggest 3 days before the day of shipment. This is on October 12th.
Yeah. Okay, we understand the concerns, so we will agree that we will issue the credit for you on October 12th.
But if the letter of credit is not released on the day, we can extend it up to October 13th or October 14th. But after that day, if the letter of credit is still not released, so the seller will have the right to postpone the shipment without announcing to the buyer.
Meanwhile, the buyer is still responsible for the compensations of loss suffered by the seller. But if it's over 15, the buyer still not release a letter of credit, the buyer has the right to declare the seller.
So okay, we have a deal.
Okay, so we agree with that payment term.
The first one is either fines while shipping day late.
Okay, about the fines while shipping days delayed, we have a condition that if the life or season company deliver the goods after deliver the entire good late. So I mean after the 15th October, it means late. Okay, so if this happens, the buyer want to contractual penalty is 15% of value of the contract.
As we found out that 15% is a very high. Yeah, and it's also very unreasonable. So I think this doesn't appear any of your goodwill to our company. So I think for the penalties, we just offer the broader penalty number will be 5% of the train.
5%?
Yeah, 5%.
So I think that we need to have a private discussion together.
Please, as phrase commercial practice in companies, penalty is 5 to 7%.
Okay. There is our assistant, so the fine should be is about 5 to 7%. So which one do you want to? 5 to 7.
In your point of view, we just want to achieve the risk mitigations, and this might be 5%. And I already expressed our willingness to your proposals, so we also have to receive all your willingness to
Quality, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so should move to the goods for not conforming to the description.
Next, let's talk about goods not conforming to the description.
When seller do not deliver goods at the same execution from downgrade 20%, then the buyers will take on the responsibility of exchange.
So the quantity of goods percentage is higher than 20%, then the buyer should sue the seller for violating the contract.
First, as you know, 20% of the total quality in the field of our company is too high and is too rich. To reduce the risk, we need to raise the number from the 20% to the 30%.
We understand your concern and it's reasonable, so that I think we can accept your condition.
Yeah.
So we will raise the percent up to 30%.
Yeah.
So also we look forward to the buyer to inspect the good within 7 days. The starting day will be the day that the goods is delivered into the warehouse. So, and after that we have 15 days. The seller will have 15 days to handle your feedback.
Okay, so we now have a conclusion for this. So we appreciate.
Okay, thank you for agreeing with us. After the hours of negotiation, so we have reached to the agreement of the contract. And the contract will include method of payment, method of transportation, and breach of contract.
And the report of these negotiations will be sent to you via email later.
So thank you so much for being today for the negotiation.
So thank you, and we hope our cooperation will go on well.
Okay.
Thank you.